Good morning, yogis! Is there a better way to start the morning than outside to have a little bit of a breath of fresh air and to do some movement-based practice to really call the day into its fullness? Such a glorious morning out here. You'll see the sun just begin to really light up the sky as we move through our practice today. And whether you're joining us for Energizing Flow, or later on we'll have some relaxing flow followed by some deep stretching into the muscles, I invite you to get outside, take a few deep breaths of this glorious morning, draw it down deep into your lungs, and let it wake you up with a sense of joy and peace. Let's get those nighttime little wobbles out of the old vocal cords, and let's come into a comfortable seat so we can some practice. Just take a little rock side to side so you can really become aware of the sit bones. And as you feel that sensitivity come into your seat, just plug down into the earth. Find the four corners of the seat, the front, the back, and the two sides. And then like a little jellyfish swimming up, begin to engage energy all the way from the base of the spine, excuse me, from the base of the spine up to the crown of the head. As you do that, allow a few shoulder rolls. Begin to loosen up that chest. There we go. And each breath is a little bit deeper, a little bit fuller, and a little bit more filled with the intention of moving today. So I'd like to bring your hands into a comfortable position. Maybe bringing index finger and thumb together into chin mudra. Just seat the chin parallel to the earth. Take a little gathering into the navel, a little lift from the seat. And set an intention that you'd like to bring to your practice today. What would you like to gain out of the next 40 or so minutes as you flow with breath, as you empty mind, and you move this glorious, beautiful body that you've been given? Maybe you'd like to dedicate this practice to yourself, to bring in a quality of mind, peace, equanimity, calmness. Maybe it's a sense of excitement to get you charged and enlivened for the day. Maybe there's a person that you'd like to dedicate it to, or an emotion. Today I will be love. Today I will be energy. Today I will be peace. Just planting down a seed that you'd like to bring into each movement of today's motion. Beautiful. When you're ready, let the eyes open. Plug the hands down into the floor. Let the shoulders pull back onto the back. And just begin to draw the shoulders forward as you round. And then squeeze the shoulder blades together as you lift the heart up and lift the chin. We're going to move through a series of back bends this morning to come into one of my favorite poses of all time. It's called a wild thing, and it's really fun. So we'll prepare the body just by beginning to open up the chest here. We'll open up the hips. Hips and chest and shoulders are the real keystones to having a deep back bend. So we'll just begin to open up those elbows now. I'll begin to bring the arms in. So hands come in front. Good morning, noisy birds. Hands come out. Hands come in front. Maybe now cross arms over. As you inhale, try and touch fingertips behind. Exhale, other hand comes in front. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, draw the hands around, curl through the spine and up. And then other hand round and up. Both hands high to the sky. Let the hands come, cross them over, bring the palms together and begin a little side to side motion. Hope you're going to be able to hear me over the birds this morning. They are excited for today too. Side to side. And as you take each repetition of this motion, can you make it a little bit longer, the stretch a little bit deeper until you feel expansion all the way from the sit bones up to the fingertips. One more to the right, banana the body, back to center, one more to the left, stretch and extend, beautiful, all the way back. Bring the hands into the heart, that little crossed in position, just to begin to press the hands out and away. And then as you bring them back in, bring them out and open wide. Bring the hands down behind you. Let's come into the first of our back bends as we come into a little reverse tabletop. So spread your fingers nice and wide, screw them into the earth, engage the shoulders onto the back, lift your hips and your thoracic spine up to align with your knees. Beautiful. And then maybe you can take a little bit more space through your hands and extend your legs out. We're going to go for a little slide. So we're going to sit the bottom back. Oh, I don't want to slide today. And then come forward. That's what you're going to do. Bend the knees. Slide it back. Bring it forward. Slide it back. Just so that it warms up your shoulders. Bring it forward. Slide it back. Whoa. Bring it forward. Slide it back. Bring it forward. Press it all the way up. Open up. Fill your lungs with the morning air. And then drop your seat right next to your heels. Let's go a little bit deeper into those shoulders. Lift the chest up. Feel that big expansive breath move the ribs into the side body. As you bend the elbows, you'll become really aware of your shoulder heads, getting a delicious opening. Good morning, shoulder heads. And then we'll swing it back to the front and we'll bring the legs out nice and long. So from here, take your right leg on top of your left, just into a half Gumenkasana leg. So I've got the right knee on top of the left with the toes around. And then maybe you just want to bring your hands down and hug your knee or support your belly if you're finding it really difficult to come forward. We're looking for forward motion. You might want to pop yourself up on a pillow if you're finding it difficult to get any anterior tilt through the pelvis. If you feel pretty comfortable here, you can bring the arms in. So the hands will come all the way up nice and high. The left hand will stay where it is. The right hand is going to hold onto the elbow and bring it to the back, and then the right hand's going to drop all the way down and the fingertips are going to climb up and they're going to meet. We're going to fold forward. Now we're going to keep this moving here and flowing. So the inhale lifts us up nice and tall. As we exhale, think of extending through the spine as you just fold forward. Doesn't matter how far you go, inhale, come up. So motion will actually calm the nervous system. Over a few repetitions, you'll go deeper. So we're not holding today. What we're doing is folding in, getting a stretch into the shoulders, warming up those hips with our Ardha Gumenkasana. One more, bring it down. Inhale, come all the way up, bring the left hand behind. We're going to bring it into like a variation of our wild thing. So take the hand fair way away, bring the right foot out in front, and then lift yourself up. So this is like an open version of wild thing. And then to bring more stretch into the shoulders, bend your right elbow, turn your chest towards the sky, and see if you can swivel yourself up. Now press and strengthen the inner thigh by lifting it up towards the sky. 3, 2, 1. When we drop it down, the seat comes all the way to the floor. We're going to swing that right hand around and try and touch the toes and come down nice and low. Beautiful. So big stretch and open into the hip. Head can come down to the floor like a variation of our baby grasshopper. So we inhale, we're going to swing it all the way back up again. Press and open. Exhale, drop it down and fold. Work with your breath here. One more. Inhale, press it up and open. So draw yourself up. Good morning. And exhale, bring it down and reach. And then we'll come all the way back to center and set up for the other side. So this time, and I'll just swap it over so you can see me. Right leg's going to come out nice and long. Fix up the good old yoga pants. Time for stretchy pants this morning, everybody. Bring the left leg on top and just position the left knee so it's sitting on top of the right. The left heel is trying to come towards the right hip if that's available to you. And you might want to just have your hands here, just trying to bring a little bit of forward motion. Neck, and notice if you're gritting your teeth, it doesn't actually help you. If you feel comfortable here and you can add the arms in, both hands will climb up nice and tall. This time it's the right arm that's going to stay up, but we're going to bend into the elbow. Left hand scoops it behind the head. Maybe that's your variation today. Or the left hand comes down and the fingertips reach back up. So we want to flow about 5 times with the breath. So as we exhale, we come into the descent. So we come forward to stretch deeper. As we inhale, we energize from the core and lift the upper body. Exhale, fold it down, let the chin come in so the neck and the spine are aligned, and the inhale, elbow reaches to the sky and guides the body back up. Exhale, so you can come down a little bit more each time. So when we're not rigidly bound into the stretch, we don't feel like we're as likely to become injured. So often the body will move a little bit deeper because it doesn't have to sustain and it's not meeting that hard edge that we sometimes find in our long held stretches. One more. Come all the way up. Let's prepare for that wild thing variation. So the right hand's going to come out from the right shoulder. Bring that left foot forward, roll into the outside edge of your right foot, and then we're going to wing it up and over. And to open up a little bit deeper, bend into the elbow. Feel that really creating space in the chest, and look up to the sky. As you exhale, we'll reach forward, sweep around, drop the hips to the floor and try and touch the toes. Beautiful. Let's keep moving with the breath. Inhale, open, reach. Strengthen your inner thigh by pressing it up towards the ceiling or the sky, depending on where you are. Exhale, swing it around, reach for the toes and touch them down. 3 more. Inhale, open, twist and turn. Heart space is broad. Exhale, drop, descend and lengthen. Beautiful. Inhale, opening. Exhale, dropping. Beautiful. One more. Inhale, lift, press, open. Good morning. And exhale, down, reach and drop. Bring it in. Hold that little baby grasshopper shape. So good for opening up the hips. Shake out the head. And you've already done some back bending, some strengthening and some hip work. How lovely is that? Let's come all the way up and we'll turn it into a twist. So we're just going to swing around, and this time we'll bring the left foot so we're standing on it. Find that connection of the sit bones to the earth again. Press down into the heels and elevate the head. Hug your right elbow around just to zip you up. As you exhale, work with emptying the belly as you bring the gaze back over the left shoulder. Notice that tricky little head will want to do the work. And instead, can you bring the twist into the whole of the spine? The inhale climbs you tall, opens up the shoulders. The exhale squeezes the breath from the body. For 3. I'm going to turn it around just to show you where we're going next. And 1, we're going to bring this into a twisted boat pose. So as we come back to center, bring that right hand down, pick that left leg up and take it long, little hamstring stretch. Now lift the back hand up and you're already there in a twisted boat. Create as much space across the shoulders as you can, but loosen up the neck. And then rock the weight back into the sit bones, lift the right leg up and balance. Big breath in and big breath out. So work a little bit harder to the core, come all the way up, like your feet and your hands are going to touch. As you exhale, bring it down and open out. Hello shoulders, hello core. Lift up, good morning. Lower down. One more, lift up. Whoa. And lower down. Beautiful, come back into the little twist. Big twist, hand comes down. Find a smile for the face as you exhale all the way back. Keep the flexion in your left foot. Bring your left ankle onto your right thigh. We'll take a seated swan variation, hug, or a seated threading the needle variation. Bring the right foot in, swing your hand, left hand comes through the gap onto the right shin. Lift yourself up and then drop your left hip forward. So we're just continuing to open the hips. And then smile. All of that good work for the core, really preparing us for today's practice. If you're super flexible, and I do know that there are some people that have this capacity, you can drop it into a full double pigeon pose with a fold forward. So that's not going to be for everybody though, and that's okay. You're going to be where your body requires you to be this morning, and it is still early days. All right, bring it all the way up, and we'll swap into the other side. So the right leg is going to go on top of the left. I'm going to swing it around so I'll be in the right shape for our boat pose. So right leg's coming on top, gather those sit bones in, press down through right heel, center through left heel with the toes up to the sky. Right hand comes around, maybe just create a little bit of space. I always like to lift up, and then I can really use the belly to massage those digestive organs as the gaze comes back over the right shoulder. Press the right hand down. Use it to lengthen your spine as you exhale and look back. Beautiful. And then maybe find a little smile to play upon the lips. For 3, deep twist. Empty out the belly. 2, so good for the hips and the spine. And 1, and then we're going to take it into our twisted boat variation. So we're just going to bring that left hand down and grab a hold of the foot and lift it up. So you get a lovely stretch into your hamstring just doing that. And then your right hand expands and it lifts up. And this might be where you are with the left heel still as a grounding anchor, or you might want to just levitate a little bit and find your balance here, and then open up across your heart space. Of course, we have lots of different options, and they're just options. You don't have to go there, but you can take the right hand up and bring the left leg up, balance, and then drop it down and continue to open up across the heart. Beautiful. Lift, 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 and open out. One more time. Lift, 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 lift. Did we do it 5 on the other side? Maybe we should do it 5. We'll just do it 3. But if we did do it 5, you have to do 2 extra repetitions. Open, open, open. And then drop it down. Bend into that little twist again. Maybe for a moment, see if there's a little bit more space. If you can massage that belly a little bit more. Keep the sit bones grounded though. And then when you're ready, we'll turn back towards the front. We'll keep the flexion in the right foot as we place it onto the left knee. We'll reposition the body. So you've got that figure 4 shape created through the legs. And then we'll hop the left heel in, bring the hands in and lace them onto the shin. See if you can drop that right knee down, really massage it towards the floor. Beautiful. And then that might be your full variation depending on your hip structure, or you can bring the feet into 2 90-90 angles and fold it forward, but that's not going to be available for everybody's hips. So wherever you are, we're going to take about 5 deep breaths and just relax. Three, 2, and 1. And then we're going to peel ourselves up, swing the legs around and come into a table. And from the table, we'll take a few cat-cows. I find that a really good way just to wake up the body, cat-cow. And then we'll do some work on the lower abdominals and the hips, just to prepare them for our wild thing. So coming to center, if you're out here on the ground with me, it's finding a level spot for your left knee that's the challenge. We're going to lift up the right leg, draw the navel in, open the right knee to the side, and just begin to swivel that foot around. So just begin to massage in. The higher you lift it up and around, and the more you draw it towards your tricep, the more work you're going to get through your core. So can you just give that right hip a big, juicy morning wake up? Circling one way, and then we'll take it the other way. So in, around, out. In, around, out. We do about 8 of these, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like I'm getting lazy through the core. 7. It's easy to do. 8. Lift the foot up, lift the chin up, and come into a little tiger tail variation. If you want Chapasana, left hand comes around, grabs the foot, and then we kick up nice and high. That's going to be a nice preparation for the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the left hand down, swing the right leg all the way over to the left. Come back into that movement for the side body. So you take the gaze over towards the right heel, press it away and peel the space into the right side waist. Beautiful. Bring it back to center, lift it up. Spread your fingers of your left hand over and just bring it slightly out from your left shoulder. Come onto your right fingertips. We're going to touch the toe on the floor and then bring the knee back down. Lift up, touch the toe on the floor, bring the knee back down. This is preparation. Lift up, tap, and return back down. All right, maybe take a little child's pose and feel the difference in your hips as you do that. I'm just going to swing it around as we do the other side. So this is your little active rest. And let's prepare to open up the left hip. So again, finding a nice level spot on the earth can be a challenge in the backyard. Swivel those hands like you're opening up jar lids, but turning them out towards the corners of your mat. We'll lift that left knee up, engage to the core, and begin 8 slow circles to open up the hips. So this is going to be really good to get the synovial fluid, just lubricating that hip joint, the largest joint in our body. It's also really good to work your core. You can hear how it's energizing my body in the rhythmic flow of my breath. All the way around. Let's do 8 in the opposite direction. Oh, it's been a while since I did these. Breathe through it. You've only got another 3 remaining. See if you can keep that right hip pulling back from right shoulder to keep the right side body long. Beautiful. And then from here we can come into a tiger tail. So flex the foot, lift the chin up, press the earth away from you, wrap the triceps back. Maybe you're going to reach right hand back around, find the foot, and then kick it high to the sky. At the same time, lifting up, breathe it in. We've got 5, we've got 4, 3, 2, and then we've got 1. We'll bring it all the way down, swing that left foot around, plant the toes on the earth, open up the left side body as you look over your right shoulder and press your heel away from you. For 3, big expansive breaths. 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lift it all the way up, bring it around, So now we need to take the right hand out slightly. We're going to come up into the left fingertips. We're going to lift up the leg, turn, tap it to the floor, lift it back up and bring it down. Lift it up, come onto the fingertips, turn and tap, bring it back down. One more time. Lift and tap, come back and down. Anahatasana. So walk the hands forward as we come into our puppy pose. The knees stay above the hips as we drop down, chin to the floor. And just continue to open the shoulders. Just spend a few breaths here sinking into it. I'm going to roll it forward onto the belly, nice and slow. You can let each vertebra create space as you come all the way down. Fingers come in next to the, what are these called? Shoulders. Then serpentine your way up. So we're going to do a little dance as we come up to cobra. All the way up. Keep those elbows pulling in and then dance your way back down. Beautiful. And then again, inhale, dance your way up. Good morning. Lift up nice and tall. And exhale, dance your way back down again. And one more time. Dance, 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 dance. Up, hold, elbows squeeze back, heart lifts, smile. You can't see my smile. Maybe it's a grimace. Come all the way down. Press it back and take a child's pose. Lift up, press it back. Balasana. Maybe hands come together, elbows come in to hug your ears, and your thumbs are trying to hook almost behind those occiput bones. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands down, bring it up. We're going to step it into a low lunge. I'm going to stay facing this way, but I'll show you why in a moment. So we'll step the right foot forward, lengthen out, come onto your fingertips. Take a nice easy twist. Left hand comes down to the floor. Right hand's going to lift all the way up. Beautiful. And then from here, actually we'll swing it around for a moment just to show you this one. From here, what we're going to do is try and wrap our hand through, turn and twist, and then inhale, open up. Now you might want to take your left hand right out for the left hand border of your mat. As you exhale, round and turn, pull the right hip back. Inhale, lift it up, open the heart. Exhale, round and open. If right knee's coming over right ankle, you'll need to draw the foot further forward. Round and lift. One more time, round and lift. Beautiful. Bring the right hand back down to the inside of the foot. Take the right foot all the way out. Now the right foot's on the corner or the edge of the mat. We're going to lean forward a little bit more, kick the left heel in, and now reach around and grab the left heel. So into a lizard lunge variation. Maybe turn the right toes out to the side and roll to the knife edge of the foot. Then you can scoop your left hand around and just cup it to the back of the heel. As you do that, you can open the chest more fully. So we're getting that big expansion across the front body. Neck, of course, wants to do all the work. Don't let it. Use the twist from the navel to keep the neck soft and the jawline relaxed. 3, 2, 1. When you come back in, I'll show you why I wanted to be this way to start with. So I'm swing that right leg forward. We're going to take a little variation of our Parsvakonasana. So I'm going to stop left foot in, right foot aligns with left knee, and we're going to come up and we're open to the side. So we're in side angle pose, but instead of the left foot being down on the floor, we've got the left knee down on the floor. So it's almost like warrior 2 pose here. We've got the open expansion of the hips, the open expansion of the chest, the hands out but the shoulders soft, and then we can bring the right elbow down and the left hand up and over the head, or you can bring the right hand down and get a big juicy opening into that hip. Isn't that a delightful thing to happen? All right, we're trying to open up across the chest. So think of the left shoulder blade pulling further onto the back towards the direction of the spine. Or inhale, come up, flip your warrior. Left hand can find the floor behind you. Right hand comes up, come into a deeper bend in the knee though. Inhale, fly your way up, bring the hand down and stretch. 2 more times. Inhale, keep that nice bend in the knee to strengthen the hip. Hand comes up and over. Lift and grow tall. Exhale, down. 1 more. Inhale, up. Flip and drop back. Inhale, float. And get juicy with this one. Come down a little bit more. Create that length and extension for 5 big openings. This is really preparation work for where we're coming into our peak pose. 2 and 1. Come up. I like to think of this as thumbs up pose. And then we'll bring it back into table. Ready for the other side. So I'll bring the left knee forward, left leg comes forward, and we're setting up for a low lunge, and then we'll take the low lunge twist. You can untuck the back toes or have them tucked, depends how you are best stabilizing the body. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up, and we twist and turn as we open across the front of the chest. Big expansion of breath. Wrist to wrist or fingertips to fingertips as you press yourself away through your right hand. Don't sink into it. And then pop that right hand right out to the corner of your mat, and we're going to roll through. So roll and turn as you pull the left hip back. Just watch the movement of the knee. Inhale, open and extend, and roll in and open out. Roll in. Feeling that movement through the side body feels delicious in the morning, particularly if you've got any tension from sleeping. In and open out. Last one, bring it in and open out. Fantastic. Hop that left foot all the way over to the side. Then you can bring your left hand in as we come into a lizard lunge, and this might be you today. Most people can move that back knee back a lot more distance than they think they can. Maybe you're going to spread the fingers of your right hand, bring your heel in, roll to the knife edge of your left foot. So just turn the toes out and roll to the edge as you open up deeper into the hips. Hand comes in. Option 1 is to the inside, but if you want the deepest twist, hand comes to the outside. You can press your foot back into your hands and feel how that really opens you across the front body, but then press away from the earth. Almost that proud pigeon stance to the chest. Beautiful. And those big, expansive breaths. 5, 4, 3. I could stay here all day. It's one of my favorite stretches. 2 and 1. We'll bring it all the way back. I'm just going to flip it around so I'm facing the right direction for where we're going. So we've got that left knee forward, but now we're just going to, and you might need to hop your right knee into position. Swing the right foot back so your heel is aligned with the knee. So you come up and you're creating that warrior two shape, but with your right knee instead of your right foot being the back angle of the leg. And then move as you open up into the inner thigh and the hip. Let the hands open. So we're thinking about opening and spreading across the front body. So everything is open. Little activation of the glutes though will stop you from just like dropping forward, but also you don't want to dump out into the back. You want to have that gentle bracing of the abdominals to keep you safe. Shoulders drop down. So this is like our Parsvakonasana, particularly as we drop the left forearm down and bring the right hand over the head. So side angle variation. And then we're going to dance in a moment with the breath. Warrior dances are always so much fun. They become that moving meditation. All right, inhale to come up. Bring the right hand down, left hand up and over. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, hand comes down and we reach, maybe all the way down. If you're looking for that deeper opening in the hip, you're going to find what works for your body. Lift up and reach back. Create that spaciousness in the left side waist. Inhale, use the obliques to lift you, and exhale, right side body gets its chance to stretch. Inhale, lift, open, and drop back. One more lift, balance, drop down. All right, we get to stay here, open up, maybe pull the shoulder onto the back as you gather the navel in. Maybe look down if you're straining the neck. Let's hold for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hand down. No one's going to love me for saying this. Just going to pop your knee in line with your other knee. And then open them even wider. Open your feet out to the side like a frog swimming for frog pose, and then we'll bring the elbows down and press the hips back. So the more you broaden the expanse of your knees, the deeper you're going to move into the hips. Isn't that lovely? Now, this is the final part of our preparation for where we're going into our wild thing. Such a beautiful combination of back bending, hip opening, balance and freedom, which is why it is one of my all-time favorite poses. It embodies energy, expansion. It embodies that sense of being a little bit playful on your mat. So get ready to have a bit of fun. And it's okay if it doesn't happen. I'll give you the variation that will make you feel a little bit more grounded and safe, and then I'll give you the super fun one. All right, bring the hands in and lift yourself all the way up and come onto all fours. So the variation that you can do for this is with beginning in a table. You just want to take that foot out to the side though. So I'm going to work with the left leg coming out to the side. The left hand comes out to the side. I'm going to come onto those right fingertips, lift the right leg up, touch the toes down to the floor. Now you need to have the left hand out to the side so there's space in the shoulder, so you're not going to create any bad movement in that left shoulder joint as you open yourself up. That's very good languaging. Bad movement. Lift up, and then you're pressing the foot into the earth to keep the elevation of the hips. Bring it all the way back down. Now, if you want to take it a little bit deeper, we do this in a downward facing dog. So find your 4 points of contact as you come into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Reach everything out. And your left hand needs to have that space so we can roll through the left shoulder without impinging it. All right, from here, we're going to lift up the right foot. At the same time, you're going to roll to the knife edge of your left foot and come onto your right fingertips. All right, kick your right heel towards your right bottom cheek, or even towards your left bottom cheek if you can. We're going to lift up the right hand, drop the toes down to the floor, open and turn the chest. Good morning. fingertips find the floor. Isn't that a beautiful way to start your day? Balance of strength, hip opening, shoulder movement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we come back where we started, lift it up, lower it down, and find your downward facing dog. We've got one more side to play with. Beautiful. All right, from here, we're going to have a little bit of space to that right hand. We're going to lift up the left leg nice and high, bend the knee and open the hip like we did in our warm-up. Roll to the knife edge of your right foot as you lift onto your left fingertips. From here, left fingertips lift. We turn the hips towards the sky. Right foot comes down and then we roll open. So think of a big sweeping motion above your head. As you press the floor away, keep the hips up high. Maybe fingertips find the floor for 3 and 2 and 1 and 1. And then we'll bring it all the way back. So where you came from, just lift up, bring it down, stretch it out. Knees find the floor. Drop yourself down and come into a resting position, into our child. So that was a full hip opening, chest opening, energizing flow. That is a beautiful way to empower your body for the day. But of course you can come back and visit at any time of day or any time you need to let go of stagnation. Wild thing to me is always about opening up and creating space for the future and all the possibilities that it holds. When you're ready, bring it forward. You might want to take a little spinal twist before you draw into your Shavasana today. I'm going to bring it down. And this is the perfect opportunity to take a 10-minute Shavasana and then join us for a relaxing yoga flow that will happen at 7 a.m. Come down, right knee to the chest, give it a little squeeze in. Don't worry, we'll do a much longer supine series, so a back series in the next class. I love supine series because they're so calming and relaxing. Bring the right hand out, left hand over. Just swivel the body towards the left hip as you ground through the right knee. Take the chin over towards the right and open up across the fullness of your chest. Hopefully you're feeling that that twist is pretty easeful because you've got that openness. And then when you're ready, we'll draw all the way back in, hug the knee in, drop the leg down, realign the body. Right leg is long, left knee is in, fingers lace onto the shin, and we draw the knee into the chest. Open the hand out to the side. Right hand comes onto the knee and we'll roll over onto the right hip. Toes to the floor. Keep the openness in the chest. Release out through the back. Chin towards that left shoulder. And then when you're ready, bring it all the way back in, both feet onto the ground, and just hug those knees into your chest and give yourself a little rock out. Other way around. So you're all ready now and prepared for the final and most important part of your practice, which is your Shavasana. So we'll bring the feet down, lengthen everything out, turn the palms towards the ceiling, bring the chin into the chest. Take a deep, big, expansive inhale and a big exhale. Close your eyes, relax, and enjoy just blissfully following the tide of the breath as it comes in and out as you bring the body into Shavasana. So if you're finishing up your practice today, really important that you pause and rest here. If not, I might see you in one of the 2 other morning classes that we'll be offering, or maybe I'll see you in a premium class soon, have the chance to connect with you via the magic of the internet and products such as Zoom. So I will see you soon, yogis. Namaste, everybody.